Two breaking updates just shook things up in Las Vegas and have Raiders fans buzzing. One involves the arrival of a familiar face for Pete Carroll, someone stepping in with both trust and responsibility. The other is all about tough decisions behind the scenes, with the roster facing a defining moment. Names like Geno Smith, Brock Bowers, and Ashton Jeanty are already part of the conversation, and there's more coming. If you're a true Raiders fan, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Let's get into the video. The Las Vegas Raiders are rolling the dice with Geno Smith, and they're not exactly betting the house. After trading for him from the Seahawks this offseason, the Silver and Black are handing the veteran QB the keys to the offense, with new head coach Pete Carroll reuniting with his old Seattle signal caller. It's a move loaded with familiarity, upside, and flexibility. See, the Raiders are fans of Geno, sure, but they're also not locking themselves into a long-term commitment. According to ESPN's Dan Graziano, Smith's contract is basically a one-year test drive with an easy return policy. If things go south, Vegas can bail next offseason and only take an $18.5 million dead cap hit. In quarterback money, that's a pretty soft landing. No back-breaking guarantees, no ugly contract drama, just a clean exit option. Now, if Geno balls out and they decide to ride it out through 2026, they'll be on the hook for $40 million this year and $26.5 million the next. But here's the kicker. Come 2027, there's zero guaranteed cash left, so Vegas can walk away then without eating a dime in dead money. It's basically a year-to-year deal disguised as a multi-year contract. Obviously, the hope is they don't have to use the eject button. Smith is coming off a season where he hit 74% of his throws, surgical stuff in today's NFL, and now he's stepping into a revamped Raiders offense with some serious potential. Rookie running back Ashton Jeanty looks like he's ready to explode onto the scene, and tight end Brock Bowers, that dude might already be on the fast track to Canton after just one season. The wideout room isn't loaded, but Jacoby Myers is still out there making tough grabs and doing the dirty work. It's not exactly the Legion of Boom-era Seahawks, but it's a crew that Geno can absolutely steer to success if he keeps slinging it like last year. So while the contract gives Vegas an escape hatch, what they're really hoping for is that Geno makes it impossible to use. And if that wasn't enough, the next story just dropped, and it could shake up the roster even more. The Las Vegas Raiders are inching closer to that make-or-break moment when dreams are made, or dashed. Cutdown day is looming, and with it comes the pressure of sculpting the final 53-man roster. It's not just a matter of who can play, it's about who fits the bigger picture. Assistant GM Brian Stark broke it down this week, and it's clear. The decision-making process is no walk in the park. With a new regime and a new identity under Pete Carroll, there's a whole lot of learning going on from every angle. We're learning what they're being asked to do, and they're learning what we want, Stark said, highlighting the two-way street of evaluation. But what's helped? The vibe at practice. Stark praised the intensity and competition on the field, calling it a key ingredient in getting a real read on these guys. Now, while the effort is high, roster spots are limited. Stark made it clear that potential plays a major role in this whole equation. It's not just about who's balling right now, it's also about where they might be down the road. That balancing act between ceiling and current performance? It's a tightrope walk. You've got to zoom in and zoom out, Stark said, referencing the day-to-day evaluations and the long-term outlook. The final decisions aren't made in a vacuum. They're based on a full picture that's constantly shifting. But here's the part that'll hype up Raiders Nation. Stark knows exactly the kind of players they're hunting for. The front office wants dudes who are wired the right way. Smart, tough, natural football players who bring the juice every snap, every game, every week. It's not just about skill, it's about stamina, grit, and being able to go full throttle from training camp through December. And perhaps most important, there's finally some alignment in Vegas. From Carroll and GM John Spytek to ownership voices like Mark Davis, Tom Brady, Egon Durbin, and Michael Meldman, everyone's rowing in the same direction. Stark says that's made this all feel like a unified mission, with a clear vision for what kind of team they want to build. So yeah, some tough cuts are coming. But this Raiders squad isn't just trying to build a team, they're trying to build a culture. One rep, one decision, one step at a time. Big changes are hitting fast, but you can finally feel a real plan coming together. Now it's all about who can actually deliver. If you're enjoying the ride, subscribe and don't miss a thing from the Raiders.